Hello everybody, I'm here with another review. Company got a hold of me. I don't know if they'd seen some of the other reviews I had done for another company, but they reached out to me and Jared. Sorry about the motorcycles going down the road. But they reached out to me and Jared and asked if we'd do a review. And I said, yeah, we'll do a review. And got a plane flying overhead. There's a guy, if you can hear it, there's a close airport, and there's a guy that goes by, and he flies a biplane. So that's what you just heard. But the review that I'm going to do here, I'll just bring up the box. This came in by UPS today, and it's going to take a few days to get this review done. May even be the weekend before I get it done. But this is called SAMCOM two-way radios. This is the SAMCOM 20-channel two-way radio FPCN30A 5 watt. Now, the size of this package, you see here, there's two radios in here, one for me, one for Jared. And this is how I think, I have to look on their website. I'll have links to their Amazon store if they have one, to their actual web page. They have not sent me those links yet. They're going to wait until I contact them, which I'll do tonight. Tell them that I received the radios. But the radios, I believe, are set for GMRS. I haven't even had them. I'll take it back. I had one out, but I haven't even tried it. I turned it on. It does need charged. So let me get one of them out of here. And it comes in its own box. Right here, SAMCOM, two-way radio, nothing else wrote on the box. You open it up and you get the instruction manual. Plus there's an important reminder to old customers. I guess this is for the older versions of these radios. It says, Dear SAMCOM friend, in order to meet the requirements of most customers, 2023, we newly updated our two-way radios with new default frequencies, but it will cause a situation. The new two-way radio cannot communicate directly with the ones you ordered before. Here follows the solution for you. Power off first. This is the older radios now. Power off first. Press and hold the monitor button to turn on the radio. When you hear the beep, the switch is done. If you want to change back to the new frequency, or maybe this is for the new radio to talk to the old radios. If you want to switch, because it says, if you want to change back to the new frequency, just do the above actions again. You can also program them with the same frequency you want. If you meet such a situation, please don't panic. We guarantee that the walkie-talkie is good, but you need to reset it. If you can't reset it, please email us. We will give you the most satisfactory service. Hope you have a nice day, SAMCOM team. That's what comes in the box. Now, let me show you what's in the box. The radio, of course, power cord, US power cord, plugs into the charging station here, and a rubber, can't even get my finger on it, a rubber duck antenna that comes with it. Okay. But SAMCOM also sent us these, and these are VHF, UHF, long antenna, 380 millimeter, which is really about a little over 15 inches. There's two of them in this packet. Haven't even had them out. So let me get this bag opened. Here's one of the antennas. Like I said, just like what we have on our Bowfangs, what's on our other radios. The gain is 2.15 dBi on 136, 147 megahertz, 3.0 dBi, 400 to 470 megahertz. The SWR on 155 megahertz is less than 2.15. On 435 megahertz is less than 3.5. Impedance is 50 ohm. Polarization is vertical. Radiation is omni. Max power input 20 watts on this antenna. Termination, which is the bottom, is a SMA connector. Color is black, and that's all. So I'm gonna get the radio out. Out of the bag, and I'm actually going to put the big antenna on it instead of the little one. Now, of course, like I said, this thing, let me get it screwed in. So you just screw on the top. Now on this radio, you have the on-off button right here, and you have channel select right here. Now this does not have a numeric keypad on it. It has a menu and an exit and up and down, and it has the capability of setting this radio up for group talk. I don't know much about that. I will dig into it more whenever me and Jared test these radios. The radio seems to be a very nice radio, and I'll turn it on so you can see. Hopefully get it in frame. It comes on, says SAMCOM, and then instead of it actually having just like channel 1, channel 2, it does have it, but it's up here in this corner right here. But it gives you the frequencies, and of course it goes to a disc, you know, the light goes off, and you can see the battery, it needs charge. But it gives you the transmit and the receive frequencies. Plus, here's your push to talk. Then you got like a P1 and a P2 button, and I think this one, if you hold it, let me turn the volume up, opens up the squelch so you can hear. The group OK, I think you would use that if you've got this set up for groups. And like I said, I don't know nothing about it, but this will change the frequency, or change the channels, and you can hear the beep, and you can turn that beep off. Now this radio, let me get it back to 1. I'm turning too fast. There, channel 1. This radio only charges by the desktop charger. I think the battery is removable. Like I said, I just got these. I don't know nothing about them. It does have a very stout belt clip on it, and I still haven't been able to get the battery off. I don't know how it... I know it's got 2 buttons here you can push, but I don't know if it raises off. I'll just have to check and see. But like I said, to be more, you know, here's your microphone right here. This is your speaker, and like I said, there's the display, which I'll turn it on again. And there's your transmit receive frequencies. You can see channel 1, and these are set to high power. Your battery indicator, like I said, transmit receive frequency. The menu buttons will take you through a menu selection, which is not much. And I'll do something on the desktop where you can see it, but push the menu, and I can't see what that is, but you push it again. That's receive, DCS. That's group, so that's where you'd set up your groups, I believe. That's Vox control. That's to adjust the squelch. I'm sorry. That's where you can turn the beep off. And to turn the beep off, you hit the group talk, and it's flashing off, and you push the down key and it says on, and then you push the up key and it says off, and I think I turned it off. We'll find out. The next menu is CMP. I don't know what that is yet. Like I said, I got to read the manual. SCR, I'm thinking that means screen. And then you're back to the beginning. Okay? So, I'm going to get this charged up, and we'll see how it does. Now, one other thing they sent. Now, they only sent one of these. And this is the SAMCOM wireless earbuds for walkie-talkie. And you can see right there, there's a piece that plugs in where your speaker mic goes. I forgot to show you that. It has a place for a speaker mic. And it is Bluetooth, goes in your ear, and the microphone, you can see it right there. You can hook to your collar, your shirt pocket, whatever, and then the actual receiver for it that plugs into the radio is right there. I'll show you what that looks like. Comes with its own manual. This is the microphone. Has a little clip. Like I said, clip it on your collar, clip it on your shirt pocket. Here's where you hook your earbud into it. This is the piece, and I believe it is like the Kenwood plugs. Plugs on your radio. And then here's your earbud with a clear tube that attaches to the microphone so you can receive your, what you're hearing. And it does come with a double USB-C charging cord, so you can charge up the, I don't know if that's, I know it's wireless. I guess it's Bluetooth, I don't know. But you can plug that, or plug the USB, one of those into it, C, and into the microphone as well, and charge both of them at the same time. And you do have looks like a volume control. I have to look at the manual. Looks like you have push to talk right here, and then right here I believe is your volume control for your earbud. So that's something else. I gotta read the manual and get it charged up, I'm sure. So there'll be another clip in here, probably maybe a desktop view so you can see it in more clarity. Sit out here, and I'll have read the manual, have this charged up, and like I said, what I didn't show was there is where you plug in your speaker mic. And what I like, I got this little screw here attached, this rubber piece goes in. I wished the battery was chargeable by USB-C and not just a desk charger. That would make this radio a whole lot better. Now, like I said, it's GMRS. I don't know enough about GMRS. I just got my license in January. You know, I'm used to radios having numeric display or numeric keypad, and that's from my ham radio days. Ham radio 2-meter repeaters used to have what was known as a phone patch. Don't know if they still do those or not, but you could use your ham radio, key up the repeater, push a code to activate the phone patch, then dial in the phone number you need to call, and actually have a call through the repeater to someone on the phone, and then back to you from the phone through the repeater to your handheld. So I don't know if GMRS has that capability or not. But let me put this stuff away, and the next clip, like I said, will be more thorough after I've read the manuals, got everything charged up. But I want to do this unboxing first. And give you a little bit of information on the radio. And like I said, you know, I'll have links and stuff in the description once they're given to me when I post this video. So just stay tuned for the next clip. Hello everybody, I told you I was going to do a desktop video, and I've got these radios all charged up. I got the Bluetooth earbud microphone all charged up. So I'm going to show them to you here in just a second. And these are GMRS radios, but a little different. And I'll explain that here in a minute. Probably more detail than what most people want to know. But being that I am an amateur radio operator, I deal, instead of channels, I deal with frequencies. The FRS, GMRS, those are channels, but those channels have frequencies assigned to them. So what I'm going to show you here in just a minute may be a little bit too technical, but I want to do this review. I want to do an honest review so you understand that these radios are these radios, okay? So we'll get to it. Let me get the camera turned around so you can see them, and we'll be right back. Okay, here we have the radios. I've got this one out of the charger stand. This one's still on the charger stand. Of course, now the radio comes with the regular rubber duck antenna. I don't have the 15-inch one on there right now. But it does come with the earbud microphone cord that you can attach to it. And of course, you know, here is the manual, and the little card talks about older version versus the new version. That comes with both of them. And then this is the earbud. You can see that little connection there that attaches to the back end of this. Like I said, this is the microphone, and you have the on button and the volume control for the earbud. This is the part that you plug into your radio. I will try to show you that here in just a minute. And of course, that was the charging cable that come with it, USB-C, so you can charge both of those at the same time. Now, when I was talking about this radio, when you turn it on, like I was telling you, I've done turned the beeps off. There it is, channel 1, It's got the transmit and receive frequency, your battery level, and no keypad other than their numeric keypad. You have menu, exit, the group talk or OK button, up and down to go through the menus. Now the thing is, I've got this already on, and I'm going to compare it with another radio just so I can show this. Here is make sure I get that thing turned up right. And okay, you can see here this is FRS, GMRS. It's got two bands, two VFOs, A and a B. I'm set on B. You can see it says main, and you can see it's GMRS 15. Okay, this radio, this channel 1, you can see the frequencies there. Let me 4625500. That is the GMRS 15, and I'm going to show you here. Now that may squeal. I'm going to key this one up, and you watch the top of this radio where my thumb's at. Okay, that is channel 15. Now the thing is, if you'll notice, there is D, it looks like a 0 though, but it's D226 on the transmit and the receive. Those are like privacy codes on FRS radios and GMRS. And I set it on this one, so when I key up, hello, hello, you hear me coming across this one. Same way. Hello. Turn the volume up. Hello. Test 1, 2. Test. Okay. So channel 1 on this one's channel 15. And I haven't went through all the other channels to see which GMRS frequency they correspond with. But I do know on this one that all the channels are privacy toned, and I'm trying to say that's 0. There's 1, 2. You can see their frequencies. They don't say GMRS 1, 2, 3. They're frequencies. You have to know frequencies. But also with these radios here, these, that they will work with each other, okay, because the same channels, this one I haven't changed. Test 1, 2. Okay, that's coming across my other radio. It should come across this one because I haven't changed anything. Oh, yeah, I did change channel. Okay, channel 1. I'll let the screen go blank, but I really don't need to. Test 1, 2, test. So these two radios will talk to each other no matter what channel you go to. If I go to channel 19 on this one, channel 19 on this one, test 1, 2. See, like I said, it's going to get a squeal. Here's this one. Test 1, 2. Test. Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2. So they work with each other. But if you was in the woods and a buddy of yours had another radio, this one, or I've got several, a Bowfang, whatever, GMRS radios, and you say, I'm on channel 19, and they go on the other radio, turn it back on, and go channel 19, thinking GMRS 19, what's this? It's not receiving. Not receiving, because this would not be GMRS 19. So to figure it out, you would have to know your frequencies and write you a cheat sheet or something, since they don't say GMRS 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever. But these come in sets. When you buy a set, you get 2 radios. Okay? You get the earbud speaker microphone that plugs into the side. It's not Bluetooth. And you get the standard rubber duck antenna. You get the charging bases. So you get them as a set. And you can buy them 2 set, I think a 4 set, a 6 set. I'd have to go back to their site. Their link again will be in the description. But these, unless you know frequencies, and the other person, if they have just a plain old GMRS radio that has GMRS. Now this one here, I'm going to do it. I'm going to reprogram this one to show frequencies. And show you I'm on the same frequency as these SAMCOM radios. Okay, VFOB, I'm going to change it to frequency. And I've got to go back. Okay, I'm on the channel 19. I need to go back to channel 1 on this one. Go back to channel 1 on that one, and take this one back I gotta get back to channel 1. Hold on. Sorry this video is taking so long. I want to do a thorough review so you know if you go to buy one of these radios, you're right. You see both of them light up? I think that's on the right one. Let me check here. Hold on a minute. Okay, I have got this radio. You can see here, 462-550, 462-550, and these 462-550, same way. And you've seen, watch these top buttons, and of course they squeal. They're too close together. Test 1 2. Test 1 2. Okay, see, I'm coming across, and again, that's the frequency. Test 1 2. Test 1 2. So that is what you need to know. If you buy a set of these and you got a hunting party that has other brand radios, not radios you have, or radios, hopefully the same radios that if they bought these radios, you bought these radios, you and your son, you and your dad, you two have these, another hunting party that's with you, they have the same radios. Channel 1 is channel 1 on all these radios. They could communicate to each other. But if you had a Bofang, if you had a Midland handheld GMRS radio, you're going to tell them I'm on the channel 1, and they're going to go to GMRS 1. They're not going to hear you. And if you don't have the privacy codes that shows on these, if you don't have that privacy code that's right here on the transmit and the receive shared with them, even if they figure out the frequency, they got to know how to program the tones in, or codes, so they can hear you and you can hear them. But these are great radios from what I've seen, and Jared and I are going to test these out in the field with the 15-inch antenna on them. That, you know, larger antenna. I'm a ham radio operator, so don't believe all this hype that all these radios only get, you know, a mile, 2 miles. No, it all depends on your terrain. You're way down in a hollow. These are line of sight radios. If you're way down in a hollow and somebody is 5 miles away from you and they're in another holler, you may not hear each other. You may have, especially with these antennas, you put those 15.5-inch rubber ducks like it's on this one right here. Jared and I are a firm believer in these longer antennas. They boost the range some, not tremendously. You know, you hear people say these will get 6 miles out. Well, if it was all flat terrain, maybe. Mountainous terrain, like here in West Virginia where we hunt, these is not going to get you 6 miles. The extended antenna, the 15-inch or whatever, 15-inch antenna, might, not if you're down in hollers, but if, you know, you were down a holler and somebody was up on a ridge and you're a mile and a half apart, you may hear them if they're up on the ridge, and they might just barely hear you. It's all specific to your area, but you can get longer range with those longer antennas. There's been a lot of hype and controversy over how far these radios will get out. I'm here to tell you, being a ham radio operator, I know I keep preaching that, your antennas make a difference. These antennas, a lot of people will say, that come with the radio, those are primarily like a dummy load, and you have to understand radio for a dummy load. Basically, they don't get out. You can transmit without burning up your radio, because you do not want to try to key this radio up without an antenna on it. You'll burn up the internals in it. But with the extended antenna, you boost your receive and transmit gain, transmit gain, however you want to call it. You boost that with those larger antennas. But I'm going to hook up this. I'm going to show you how I hook it up here in a minute and how it works. So just stay tuned. I know this is a long video, but I want to give these a very thorough, and I hate to get in technical because a lot of people who hunt aren't ham radio operators, don't know much about radios other than buy them, put them on a channel, key them up, and talk to your partner that's in the woods with you. So I just want to be thorough and give everybody, you know, a true understanding, to the best of my ability, of the type of radios these are. So just stay with me, and I'll flip the camera around, and I'll show you how I hook up the Bluetooth device. Okay, I'm going to turn off my other handheld radio I had in this demonstration, and I'm going to leave this one on. Okay, we'll leave that one on, and it's going to be right here. Hopefully you can see it. I might, let's see here, get something here to set it up higher so you can see it. That way, when I hook this Bluetooth device up to this radio, you'll see how it works. Now again, this radio has a little pop open here. That's to plug in a speaker mic or the earbud corded microphone and earbuds. Okay, so let me get this ready. Now I'm opening up. You know, this is all clear, and it's a tube. This is the part that goes in your ear. And they also, depending on your, I guess, ear size, they send you different rubber pieces to cover the part that goes in your ear. In fact, I guess I have to use one of those now. Okay. And there's the little piece that goes into the microphone. Okay, this is the microphone, and you can see right here it has a little, I'll try to show this. There's a certain way this goes in. You can see how that's oblong shaped. That'll go in, and you turn it. Let me show you again. It goes in, and you can see the slot right, I think you can see it right there. When that goes in, you turn it and that locks it in place. And then you can put this in your ear. Actually, it goes up over your ear. I think. I've never used one of these, so yeah, there we go. Goes up over your ear and goes in your ear. And then you take this, and I guess I better plug this into the radio first. So you take this off. Let me turn the radio off. And there's a certain way this plugs in. You plug it in, just like that. Turn the radio back on. Turn this on. And you can see the green light on it. And it's flashing. Now I got to turn this on, this here, find the button. I'm trying to see if there's a little light indicator. Because I'm sure this will go green when you power on and it's connected. And now you see the light is flashing, or did flash. There it goes, it's flashing. So now I'm gonna set this radio down, and I just keyed it up. I thought that controlled that. That button right here is, I thought it was the volume. The volume's controlled by the radio. You adjust the volume on the knob. But watch, keyed up. It keyed up that other radio. Now I can put this right here. It could be clipped anywhere. You got a clip here. You could actually just let it dangle. You got a clip here. You could hook it to your shirt collar to keep this down and out of the way. And it does slide. So now that's up against my ear. This is just dangling. You could put it in a shirt pocket. I got a shirt here. Put it right there on my shirt pocket. Then I could key it up. And hopefully it won't squeal. Test 1, 2. Yeah. It's because I got these radios too close together. Test 1, 2. Still gonna squeal. Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2. I don't know if you can hear that or not. But if I show you on this radio, when I key it up, watch the light on it. Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2. Now on this other radio, I'm gonna set this thing over here out of the way. I'll bring this one up. Test 1, 2. Turn the volume up just a little. Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2. Like I said, it's going to squeal. I'm so close together. There's no place I could put this one. Test 1, 2. I'm holding it up here on purpose. Test 1, 2. Oops, wrong button. Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2. test, test. So that's how that works. That's the Bluetooth. Let me get this thing off. That is the Bluetooth microphone and earbud. That way you don't have to have this cord dangling, and I'll show you. I'll hook this one up. You won't have that cord dangling from the radio. Like here, this thing, no cord, okay? And I can use this, key it up again. Test 1, 2, test 1, 2. Okay. And like I said, no cord. So I'm powering that off. I'm gonna power this off. Okay. I'm gonna unplug it. I'll power this off. Okay, and this talks to you, tells you power on, power off. Okay, tells you whether it's connected to the other device. Now, what I'm going to do, I know that, like I said, this is a long video. There might be some edits in this. This is the earbud microphone with this one, and I will tell you this, I like this cord. This is not just rubber, this has got a fabric coating on it, and you got a clip that slides up and down anywhere you need it. This is your push to talk and your microphone, and then this is your earbud. So let's see here. Put it back in this ear. Goes behind your ear and goes. I got glasses on, so it makes it kind of rough. Goes behind your ear and in your ear. Okay. And this doesn't have any. Yeah, it does. It does come with a little foam cover. Okay. And then, of course, this radio is powered off. There's your plug. You plug it in. I turned it on. I heard the beep in my ear. Okay. And then here's your microphone. And it's right here. Now you can run that cord up close to your collar to where you clip it here. But you hit the push the talk button. Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2. But you got a cord dangling. So if you had this on your backpack, whatever, you're going to have this cord coming over your shoulder. This is going to be clipped close to your neck. And when you need to talk, you just push it and you talk, and you can see the other radio right there. I'm coming across it. So that's how that works. I do like the Bluetooth one better because you don't have the cord, but you know, when you plug it in, you know, it sticks out a little bit. So you gotta be careful that you don't hit this and break those prongs off or whatever. And I like you just have this hooked up, no cord, you're free. So that is a great option. Now they just sent me one, they didn't send me two of those for this radio. So, you know, I may use it in the field and Jared may use the regular corded whatever when we test these. I don't know, but you see how it works. So just stay tuned. Be another segment here of us in the field trying these radios out. So we'll see you when I get over to the farm and we can try these radios out. Okay, folks, Jared and I are going to try out these SAMCOM GMRS radios. I'm just using mine standard. I don't even have the headphone mic piece hooked in. He's got the Bluetooth microphone and earbud that you can clip on your jacket, your vest, your backpack harness, whatever, and has the other piece hooked in here. So he's going to go on his side-by-side, and he's going down the holler. We're down on the farm. We probably won't get no 6-mile range test, but we do have the extended 15-inch rubber duck antennas on these, and we're going to give them a try. So y'all just stay tuned, and we'll see how he sounds. Okay, I hear him on the road, headed down, and I don't know exactly how far out he's going to go. It's a few miles from the road he's on to the other road that he uses to leave. So we'll just wait and see. You know, when he hollers back, then I'll start the video.
Hey everybody, we're going to try out some new radios. The name brand on the radio is SAMCOM. They were sent to us to do a review on. So right now Dad is up in the field at the farm, and I'm hightailing it out the road on the side-by-side. We're going to get a little distance between us. On his end, you'll be able to hear me, and you'll be able to see what the radio sounds like on my end. I'm using the Bluetooth headset that they sent with it. You can't even tell I've got it in. The earpiece. So you won't be able to hear him, but I'll let you know if I can hear it loud and clear. We're getting a little distance between us. We're going to see how far we can push it. They have a range of about 6 miles, but normally that is line of sight. You have 6 miles line of sight. You know, here in West Virginia, we got the hills, we got the hollers, we got the turns. Might not quite be 6 miles, but we're going to push them. We're going to push them and see what they can do. So y'all stay tuned.
Also, we have set the squelch level on these to 1. So, but you know, from my experiences with radio, being a ham radio operator, I'm sure that the distance he's going to travel, we probably won't have a problem whatsoever. And I'm back up in the woods, and you got some deep hollows stuff down here, and of course all the foliage is out and everything, so he's got several ups and downs to go. He'll be a lot lower than what I am, so we'll see how they work.
Shoot the first video here. It's got a little key up button on this wireless piece that goes on your backpack strap or on your shirt. Let's see if I can contact him. That's your dad. Can you hear me? About your dad, can you hear me? Make sure. Oh, it was disconnected. It's disconnected. Hold on. It's connected. Let's see if you can hear me. Dad, can you hear me? Well, we're not 6 miles apart, and it might be the lay of the land, the way the land rolls. How about you, Dad? Can you hear me?
Jared, if that was you, you're breaking up on me, so I don't know exactly where you're at or anything, but I heard your voice. I did hear your voice.
It's got to be just the way the land rolls. Thing ain't picking up. We'll test it again in just a second. Y'all stay tuned.
I believe that was Jared. I heard his voice in there. You may have been able to hear it. That squelch was coming in and out. I don't know exactly how far he went. Like I said, we're under full canopy right here, and he was in his side-by-side going all the way, I think, to the end of the road. But he's elevation-wise, he's down in a holler. I don't know exactly where he went, so we'll have to wait till he gets closer to try and see.
So at this point, I'm probably a couple miles away from him. He's actually probably on the other side of that ridge over there. But that's how these radios, when people see them and they say they've got 6 miles of whatever, and then people aren't happy with them, it's because they don't take into consideration the terrain. Right now, he's probably only 2 miles away from me. Can you hear me, Dad? Can you hear me? Come on, Snowman, can you hear me? I'm not getting any response, none at all. He hasn't been able to hear me since I got to the end of the holler, which is only about a mile, maybe a mile and a half. And it's because of how the terrain is. It's great when these radios say that they can reach 6 miles. That is line of sight. That is flat land. If you're out in, you know, the Midwest where it's flat ground, you'll get 6 miles out of it. Here we have mountains, we have trees, all kinds of stuff to interfere with the signal. Not saying it's not a good radio. It's probably a good radio for what you're going to do. Chances are you're not going to be a mile apart whenever you're hunting or whatever. Maybe you will be, but I know, like me and my dad, we don't hunt that far apart. So still probably a good radio when you're side-by-side riding. Unless you really get lost, you're probably not going to be that far apart from each other. You'll probably still reach each other. But like right now, if I was on a side-by-side ride and I got this far separated, this radio is not helping me. Not right now. So let's head back and see what we can get out of it.
I'm still waiting on Jared. I did move out here in the field, be out of the canopy up overhead. So just waiting for him to call back. I don't know exactly what his plan was or what, but we'll just wait and see. As you can see, we're in the mountains. Got my camper back there, deer target. You can see the mountains behind me. Like I said, I'm out in the field. And Jared is way back that way. Haven't heard from him yet. Like it's been said in other videos, and I've even told you, these radios, doesn't matter if it's SAMCOM or any other brand, these are line of sight radios. So when you've got trees and canopy like you see behind me, and you got ridges and hollers and mountain ranges, that has a play on how far, even with the rubber duck antenna, the 15 inches, how far these radios can get out. We're not on anywhere where it's flat country. Now if he gets up on a ridge somewhere, I might be able to hear him. So, that sounds like him trying to come through. Jared, I don't know if that was you or not. I know my squelch just broke open. Trying to see if anything comes through. We're both on channel 1. Both have the radios locked. So, I'll report back here in a minute. Roger, roger, I hear you now. You're kind of in and out, but I got enough of you in there now to know it's you.
Wrong place to test these radios. You can hear me. I'll repeat. Wrong place to test these radios.
Or where are you at?
Right now I'm passing where they set in the road.
Okay, I got part of that. It cut out a little bit. I know you said something about setting the road.
I'm passing where the doves set in the road.
Oh, 10-4, where the dove's set in the road. Okay, I know where you're talking. Well, the thing is, as I've mentioned in these videos, these are line of sight radios, and with the tree canopy all in full bloom right now, and you know, I'm back here in the woods, and well, I stepped out in the field, and you was on the side by side, and you was in some hollers and on some tops and stuff that the 6 mile range just don't work in this kind of conditions. You know, you got to be on top of ridges.
Right, I get that. But back there in the back part of the field, you're closer to the base of the mountain. You might have done better if you were in the front yard, or if you were down by my truck. But I went all the way out to the end of the holler, I couldn't hear you. I went all the way up to Jimmy Balls, I couldn't hear you. I stopped down at the old Pines Bar. Couldn't hear you there. You know, I don't know if you can hear me at all. And then the first time I got any repetition back from you was right there when I got to where the doves flew in the road. I'm probably, what, a quarter of a mile from the farm?
Quarter to a half, maybe. Yeah. Well, there was one time I heard the squelch pop open, but I never heard any audio. So I don't know where you was at when you tried that. But until you just hollered at me, I hadn't heard you at all, except for that first time, and I could just barely make out your voice. Knew it was you the first time, the very first time you keyed up.
Right. Well, I tried multiple times, but none of them worked.
Okay. Well, that's good enough. I assume you're on your way back. I'll do a closing video here and just give my thoughts on them. If you want to give your thoughts in your video, if you're doing a video, you can do that. So I'll see you here in a bit.
Yeah, boss, young man, I'm heading back. I'll pick you up in the field, bring you back out of the house. Ultimately, I think these are great radios. I mean, they really do. Any of these FRS, MRS radios, whatever, all of them are line of sight. And it depends on your terrain, on how well they'll do. This radio seems like a really good radio. I like the Bluetooth headset. And, man, this is, I think it's a quality radio. But I'm getting ready to pull up to the farm, and we'll see you in the woods.
10-4, Raven. We'll talk at you when you get up here. Okay, folks, so you heard it. My arm's getting a little tired holding this cell phone. He likes them, and he likes the Bluetooth earpiece mic, wire-free, you know, nothing hooked to it. And the radios are well built. I do wish they had a USB capability of charging the battery, so you didn't have to use the stand. But other than that, like he was saying, these are line of sight radios. And you know, if he was up on a ridge, now where he told me he was up on a ridge, but there's a big mountain back here behind us, and he was on the opposite side of it, so got that mountain blocking the signal. So, but that's our review of the SAMCOM. Can't remember the model number, and it's not wrote on the radio. It's probably after I removed the battery pack. But you know what it is, title in the video. There will be links and everything to these radios when the video, or down in the video description. So please stay tuned to J&J True Outdoor Adventures for more videos. Hopefully some fishing, hopefully some camping. You know, got the tent ready. So with that, as he said just a minute ago, see you in the woods. Thanks for watching.